You're watching TAG TV.
Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Surbhi Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 2nd of January. India's ruling party confident of doing well in general elections, says Prime Minister Modi. Former Pakistani Premier Nawaz Sharif challenges verdict in corruption case against him. And NATO troops in Afghanistan see opportunity for peace in 2019. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said that his ruling party, Bharatiya Janata Party, is confident of doing well in general election due by May this year. In his first interview in 2019 to news agency ANI, he answered to a range of topics including surgical strikes, farm loan waivers, strained ties with Pakistan and criticism on his foreign visits. India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party or BJP is confident of doing well in this year's general election despite the party's recent losses in provincial polls, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Tuesday. In his first interview in 2019 to news agency ANI, the Prime Minister gave answers to a range of topics including the 2016 surgical strikes, farm loan waivers, strained relations with neighbouring Pakistan and recent thaw in ties with China.
मोरल डाउन होने का कोई ऐसा कारण ही नहीं है। एक आत्मविश्वास है, पूरा आत्मविश्वास के साथ मेरी पार्टी आगे बढ़ रही है और 2019 में भी देश की जनता पर जिसका भरोसा है वो हम लोग हैं। जनता के भरोसे पर समर्पित है हम लोग हैं और जनता के साथ जुड़े हुए कोई लोग हैं तो हम लोग हैं।
Hitting at Pakistan's stance on terrorism, Modi said New Delhi has never opposed talks with Islamabad, but added that dialogue cannot be heard amid the noise of bombs and guns.
कहना इतना ही है कि बम बंदूक में बातचीत सुनाई नहीं देती। आतंकवाद बंद होना चाहिए, क्रॉस टेररिज्म बंद होना चाहिए और इस पर हम लगातार दबाव बनाए हुए हैं।
Prime Minister Modi also responded to criticism over his frequent foreign visits and said his overseas tours get noticed more because he interacts with people and tries that India's voice reaches the world. Experts say India has been deploying a different approach towards its diplomatic outreach in recent years. There is an important foreign policy shift taking place under Prime Minister Modi, who has hard-sold India as a global investment destination. Senior police officials on Tuesday claimed that over 250 terrorists were killed in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province in the year 2018. India accuses Pakistan of arming and infiltrating militants across the border to carry out terror attacks.
Over 250 terrorists were killed during counter-terror operations in 2018 in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province, senior police officials said on Tuesday. Addressing a news conference in Srinagar city, security officials described 2018 as a successful year against terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir province bordering Pakistan. The officials said major infiltration attempts were made in year 2018 which were successfully foiled.
Coming to the terrorism-related cases, जो बताया गया 97 encounter took place, 83 had no collateral. इसमें जो militants मारे गए हैं, it is close to 252. We have lost 45 J&K policemen, 9 CRPF and 30 army.
India accuses neighbouring Pakistan of training and arming terrorists and helping them infiltrate across the de facto border to spread unrest in Kashmir Valley. Pakistan denies the allegations.
In news from Pakistan, Pakistan's former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has challenged the AlAzizia reference verdict against him in Islamabad High Court. An accountability court has sentenced Sharif to 7 years in jail in the case on December 24th, while acquitting him in another corruption case filed against him.
Pakistan's former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif filed an appeal against the verdict of the AlAzizia steel mills reference in Islamabad High Court a week after an accountability court awarded a 7-year jail term to him in the case. On December 24th, the accountability court had sentenced Sharif to 7 years in prison in the AlAzizia case, while acquitting him in the flagship investments corruption case. The court announced the verdict in the 2 remaining corruption cases against Sharif after reserving the decision a week ago. The appeal filed by Sharif's lawyer requested the High Court to declare his sentence null and void and release him on bail. The appeal has argued that the court's verdict is grounded in an incorrect interpretation of the law. The accountability court, which announced the verdict, failed to cater to the objections raised by the accused, the appeal states. A separate petition has also been filed seeking suspension of Sharif's sentence in the reference.
Moving on, activists recently called for integrated leadership in Gilgit-Baltistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir against Pakistan's misrule. The besieged people in the illegally occupied territories are using every arrow in their quiver to put up a strong resistance against Islamabad, which has been extremely authoritarian in dealing with issues faced by them.
Maulana Sultan Rais, chairman of the Awami Action Committee of Gilgit-Baltistan, has called on leadership in Gilgit-Baltistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir to unite against Pakistan's misrule. He said the integration of 2 separate struggles of Gilgit-Baltistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir would infuse more energy to the anti-Pakistan resistance and their movement would be more promising. The besieged people are using every arrow in their quiver to put up a strong resistance against the authorities of Islamabad, who have been extremely authoritarian in dealing with public issues in the region.
हमारे बच्चों को भी अज़बर याद हैं कायद-ए-आज़म के 14 नुकात, लेकिन हमारे इस खित्ते की उस पाक और मुकद्दस तारीख को न आज़ाद कश्मीर में कहीं पढ़ाया जाता, न गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में कहीं पढ़ाया जाता।
आज भी वहां काले कवानीन नाफिज है। जब कोई अपनी हुकूक की बात करता है, जब कोई अपनी नुमाइंदगी की बात करता है, उसके ऊपर एटीए के मुकदमात, दहशतगर्दी के मुकदमात लगाए जाते हैं, वहां पे 16 एमपीओ लगाया जाता है, वहां पे शेड्यूल 4 नाफिज करके उसके ऊपर जुल्म सितम सियासी कारकुनान के ऊपर किया जाता है।
Indigenous people have for years been asking Islamabad to either set both the illegally occupied territories free or grant them rights similar to those enjoyed by other Pakistani citizens. They allege that the Pakistani authorities have done nothing except plundering their resources. And both the regions have become backward due to Islamabad's draconian laws and policies.
In news from Afghanistan, NATO troops deployed in Afghanistan started the new year on Tuesday with seeking new opportunities for peace in the country. The troops were seen participating in a special workout session in Afghan capital Kabul.
NATO troops stationed in Afghanistan on Tuesday said 2019 brings an opportunity for peace as they ushered in the new year with a special workout session. The troops participated in a 60-minute event comprising of sprints, squats, push-ups and jumps at an open-air gymnasium days after reports of a possible US drawdown emerged. The top US general in Afghanistan, General Scott Miller, who also participated in the special session, told troops the Taliban and the Afghan government are talking about peace.
Policy reviews going on in multiple capitals, peace talks out there, regional players pressing for peace, Taliban talking about peace, the Afghan government talking about peace.
2019 brings a special and unique opportunity in Afghanistan. I think we've all seen the progress of peace talks, and the Afghans and the Taliban have a real serious opportunity ahead of them, an opportunity for peace. Think of this, 40 years of war has a possibility of coming to an end.
The remarks by the US commander came after a White House spokesperson last week said US President Donald Trump had not issued orders to the Pentagon to withdraw troops from Afghanistan. But the administration has not denied reports that the US plans to pull out almost half of the 14,000-strong force currently deployed. The reports also came amid an intensification of moves towards peace negotiations in Afghanistan.
More news from Afghanistan. Afghan government on Tuesday appointed 11 women in Kabul district municipalities, which is being seen as a positive step to increase women's presence in government institutions. Though Afghan government leaders have been constantly increasing the presence of women in governance, some say it's still delicate. Kabul municipality in Afghanistan has appointed at least 11 women in the capital's district municipalities. Officials from Kabul municipality on Tuesday said the body is looking to appoint more women in various sectors and bring about significant change in this feature of Kabul city. Meanwhile, officials from the Ministry of Women Affairs welcomed the move as a positive step, saying women's presence in government institutions was still delicate.
در مدیریت شهری باید زنان شهر دخیل باشند، نه فقط من حیث یک کارمند بس 5 یا 6 که تصمیمایش تأثیرش پایین‌تر است، بلکه من حیث تصمیم گیر درجه اول.
من با شلوار کابل کار میکردم در ریاست خدمات کلتوری و بعدش بر ما پیشنهاد کردن که بستای معاونیت اعلان شده و اگر خودت علاقه‌مند هستی میتونی کار بکنی و من خیلی مشتاقانه این پیشنهاد پذیر.
Afghan government leaders have been constantly increasing the presence of women in governance. However, the number is still less and more expansion of women's role is still needed in the workforce and institutions in the country. The police department in India's southern Hyderabad city has taken a unique initiative, Women on Wheels, under which female police constables have been patrolling the streets on motorbikes to prevent crimes against women. They also respond to emergency situations besides creating awareness among the people about women empowerment.
The police department in Hyderabad city of India's southern Telangana province has taken a unique initiative, Women on Wheels, under which female police constables have been patrolling the streets on motorbikes to prevent crime against women. 20 teams of women constables have been formed to patrol on two-wheelers in 17 subdivisions of the Hyderabad city. The women cops are attending dial 100 calls, complaints, crime against women and community relationships. The women constables have been given 2 months training in bike riding skills, unarmed combat and technological initiatives.
इक्वल टू मैन पेट्रोलिंग कर रहे हैं, 100 डायल के कंप्लेंट्स है तो हम उसको अटेंड कर रहे हैं, कहीं भी लड़ाई झगड़े हो रहे और कुछ भी केसेस आए करें वो लोगों को वहाँ का वहाँ सॉर्ट आउट करने का है, हम वो भी काम कर रहे हैं। पूरा एरिया घूम के एक्सीडेंट केसेस रहें दो, थेफ्ट रहें दो, कुछ भी रहें दो, हम प्रॉब्लम्स अगर पीएस तक नहीं लेके आने का है, वहाँ का वहीं सॉर्ट आउट करके वो लोग को कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ कराना है तो हम वो काम भी करके आ रहे हैं।
This is the first of its kind initiative by the Hyderabad police in which women cops are riding the bikes and reaching the spots to solve the cases. Besides crime prevention, they are also responding to the emergency situations, doing community policing and creating awareness among the people about women empowerment.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. India's ruling party confident of doing well in general elections, says Prime Minister Modi. Former Pakistani Premier Nawaz Sharif challenges verdict in corruption case against him. And NATO troops in Afghanistan see opportunity for peace in 2019. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.